Hello guys and welcome to yet another Satisfactory video. This is Marco and welcome to Rocky Desert. As you can see, this is my mid-game base over here, at least the core of it. For those who watched the introduction video, which you might see the link in the corner there right now, I'm talking about, what's where over here. But today I want to make a specific video about my concrete setup. This is definitely mid-game, maybe even late game way to make concrete. Very efficient recipe. It's the wet concrete recipe. And let's talk about for a second here, how does this compare to your standard recipe? So if we just click expand over here on both of these, you can see that there's big difference. So yes, guys, this is the two recipes. Let's do a quick comparison. So as far as limestone, uh, let's do math for 60 concrete per minute. So then we're just gonna multiply this by 3/4, and it's gonna be more accurate than trying to hit that 75 or something. Anyhow, so to make 60 concrete here, you're gonna need 180 limestone, and to make 60 here, you're gonna need 90, right? 3/4 of 120. So right there, you see you saving half the limestone. Is that important? Well, limestone is very common. Um, in some parts of the map, probably it is important to, maybe save or get more. Uh, where I'm at, I chose to build a big steel mill over here because I'm using the molded pipe and molded beam recipes. Therefore, I need a lot of concrete, and or maybe you don't know, but the Rocky Desert is the place where you have the most abundant amount of um, pure nodes for limestone. So there's probably like 9 or 12 of them or something like that within like a couple kilometers here. So great spot if you need a lot of concrete. Uh, and that's why I chose this place. So you're saving the limestone. Now, how's the power balance? So on the first look, it looks like this uses a lot more electricity because it uses a refinery and you need a water extractor and some pumps. But if you take a closer look, it's the balance a little different. So to make 60 concrete again, you're going to need 4 constructors. So that's 16 megawatts. Okay. And also you need one miner. Let's say Mark II miner, right? Uh, Mark II miner uses, let's say, 15 or whatever megawatts. Um, and then for the other recipe, you're going to use 30 for the refinery and 20 for the extractor, which is 50. But you're going to need only half the limestone. So you're always going to use half the electricity for the mining. Okay, so give or take, you're going to use probably around twice the electricity, you know, to make the same amount of concrete. So I don't know, for late game, mid game, it doesn't really matter that much. It's more important to make it, more in the less space, less belts, all that stuff, less, clutter. So definitely, great recipe this one is. And of course, another factor is the space. So this setup I have here, which I'm going to show you in a second, makes 2,400 concrete per minute, and it uses 30 refineries to do that. Now, if you would like to do the same thing with constructors, you would need 160 constructors. So space-wise, building all those manifolds, belts, the amount of limestone you're gonna need becomes significant. I'm using 7 pure nodes over here for my refineries. You would need 14 pure nodes of limestone to make the same amount of concrete with constructors. So I think that's significant that logistically, which is the game, would present a bigger problem, bigger problem. So that's definitely a big, big perk. All right, so that's about it for comparison. Um, I watched some videos about, as usual, about real life concrete plants, and they all look different and whatnot, but everybody is always accenting the fact that you couldn't have a concrete plant without trucks. So I chose trucks as a mode of transportation here to deliver limestone. So what we have here, we have 7 truck stops, as you can see, and 7 trucks operates in this area here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 nodes. Like I said, they're all pure nodes, which is super because this is like maybe half a kilometer radius, and you're getting 7 pure nodes, so very easy. Uh, all you have to do is build some roads, as I did here, and I freestyled all of them. There was not a single blueprint except the support for the highway, which I got like 5 of them here. So, I know the roads could look better, but, you know, I have to get to a point where I actually sit down and make all the blueprints for the roads, like some people are online, and they look pretty good. So, yeah, all the roads are here, and they're going through here, way, way over there. By the way, this last node is hidden underground, so you might not see it if you get there, but it's there. It's there. Maybe Coffee Stain will fix that in the next patch. So yeah, that's about it as far as the roads. Now the rest, the setup is pretty straightforward. Um, so each belt from each truck stop feeds 4 refineries. So like I told you, it's 30 refineries. So yes, 2 refineries are kind of they kind of have no material. But once I'm gonna get an upgrade for the next belt, they will be supplied properly. Uh, it's just the way I designed it, I kind of forgot about it. So I should have 8 truck stops, but that's all right. So yeah, as you can see, there's like blocks of 6 uh, refineries for each belt. So let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that fills up that first bottom belt, and so on. As you can see, for the setup, it's pretty clean. Everything is fed from like below, so the limestone and water comes in. I have some problems with water, and I'm gonna make another video about this to troubleshoot the water situation here, because maybe you can help me out with this in the comments. What happens is I'm using 600 water for each block of those refineries, and for some reason I never get enough water. So maybe you can tell me why this is. I tried the buffers, I tried other stuff, um, and just something is just not right here. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to troubleshoot it forward, further, and see what's up. Maybe you can give me some ideas. And then, of course, um, water. Each refinery takes 100 water per minute, I think. I think it does. It takes 100 water per minute. So we have 5 pipes for that, right? For 30 refineries. And the pumps are over there. Um, we may go there just real quick so you can see the setup. It's nothing crazy. It's just extractors neatly arranged on the ocean, and they supply the water. What's pretty neat here is I made some supports. Holy moly. I made some supports for the pipeline. So it's a nice, cute 5 pipe support. Maybe I'll do a quick video about this too. Add a couple of screens here and there so you can tell it's water, some electricity, lamps. Makes it all nice and neat. So that part supplies the water for this concrete plant. And this way, like I said, I'm making 2,400 concrete per minute, and that supplies my steel factory. Because of course, there's another basic setup there by the base that just makes concrete, for building and things like that. But this is dedicated for the steel production. And like you see, there's some yellow lights blinking there, and that's the water problem. So I'm gonna make another video about this as soon as I figure it out. So the trucks are going, they're set on the timer, so they don't create extra traffic. They sit here for a few minutes after they get unloaded, and then they go and resupply. This is like the control center. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I like to have like dedicated parts of the factory, so you can turn on and off each individually. So this way, it's just kind of easier with the big builds. You have better control, and especially for troubleshooting, you wanna have that separated. So the way it's done, it's the main line comes in, and then over here each um, part is supplied from that main line, and then it splits, and you have like this weird looking electric pole here. It's also a blueprint, and this takes each separate electric line to each dedicated part. And it's nice and neat this way. So as you can see, you got the truck stop and the miners, you have the water supply, lights, and you have the refineries. And of course, for lights, there's a little control here. You can choose, what color it is and whatnot. So and that's what we got here. So yes, guys, this is my concrete setup. I hope you enjoy this. It's a bigger scale, when you need a lot of concrete. And like I said, I'm gonna troubleshoot the issues here with water because those belts should be filled, should be 480 on each of them, but it's not. So I'll get back to you when I'm, all done with that. All right, so thank you very much. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in that type of concrete factory and in that type of content in general. Um, I'm gonna put some links on the end screen, and yeah, take it easy. I'll see you in the next video.